Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. Every so often, we will on the community page of this YouTube site list questions based on the facts that can be pinpointed to the record in the matter styled as Idaho versus Kohberger. And it's basically to test our knowledge of this case. And over the course of the past week, there have been 3 questions that are posed for your consideration. If you have not yet had an opportunity to review them and to test your knowledge, please do so. I guess this is the spoiler alert to provide everyone with an opportunity to first take the questions, provide their best answer, and then come back because we're going to now give the answers to the last 3 on the community page. The first asked for the following. What is the deadline for the disclosure of, quote, lay guilt, aka the prosecution's case in chief, phase witnesses for trial by operation of Judge Hippler's order to be filed by the parties? So in other words, we're looking for the deadline set by court order that the parties, that's the state of Idaho, and if Mr. Kohberger decides to put up a defense, he's not required to, but if he does, the parties are required to disclose who those lay witnesses are by this date. The answers are March 28th, 2025, April 7th, 2025, April 21st, 2025, April 25th, 2025. And just by way of background, a lay witness is very different from an expert witness. There's been a substantial amount of filings and even some oral argument at the recent hearings held before Judge Stephen J. Hippler on the defense's motion to compel relative to state's disclosure of expert witnesses. Lay witnesses are individuals who saw, who heard, or who know something that's relevant to either the state's case or the defense's case, if the defense decides to put up a case. Not required to. The correct answer can be observed within the October 9th, 2024 order rendered by Judge Stephen J. Hippler under a section entitled D as in David, Trial Materials in bold letters, and it states there that April 21st, 2025 is the deadline for the parties' disclosures of their respective lay witnesses for the prosecution's guilt phase, aka the case in chief. So it's the third answer here. The next question that I would like to address is this. The process of voir dire, which we feel is the true start of the trial, is currently set by operation of Judge Stephen Hippler's October 9th order. So this is the same order that the last question dealt with, to occur by July 30th, 2025. What is voir dire? So this is testing page 1 of the October 9th order states that voir dire will happen on July 30th, 2025. And this question asked, what is voir dire? And almost everybody got this one correct. Voir dire is the process of jury selection. The other answers are all wrong when the court entertains all motions to strike proposed experts, when opening arguments occur, when any final motions for change of venue will be heard. Those last 3 are wrong. The correct answer is option 1, the process of jury selection. And then finally, a question that just recently went up, as in today, asks, who arrested? What is the name of the law enforcement officer who physically arrested Mr. Kohberger on December 30th, 2022? Is the correct answer Brett Payne, Justin M. Leary, Dustin Blacker, James Nunez. Let's take the wrong answers first. James Nunez is incorrect. That is the law enforcement officer in Pennsylvania who was seen in video walking with Mr. Kohberger to and from the courthouse in Pennsylvania after his arrest. Incorrect answer. Dustin Blacker, who accompanied Detective Brett Payne to 1122 King Road on November 13th, 2022, as stated, page 1 of the December 29th, 2022 affidavit of probable cause signed by Detective Brett Payne, is also incorrect. Brett Payne, a name who is very familiar to you if you have spent any time considering this case. Again, he signed the affidavit of probable cause back on December 29th, 2022. It is document number 1 in the court records that are available to you to review completely for free if you follow the link to the Idaho court's cases of judicial interest. The correct answer is Justin M. Leary. He is the Pennsylvania state trooper who physically arrested Mr. Kohberger because Mr. Kohberger, again, was in Pennsylvania, specifically in Monroe County, Pennsylvania, on the date of his arrest, which was December 30th, 2022. This will now conclude this episode of the Indie Zone. Thank you, as always, for joining us here today.